Scott Chicago, all the way to Key Commerce, Triple Wars, have a serene mind. Paul from the penitentiary. Sitting here with two of my friends. 611 came in the room. Big Walters in the game. Just spiritual person. You know, I'm spiritual person can endure insults, ill treatment, criticism, and not react. Then the spirit can be strong like an army. You know, so meditations work. You know, book called Meditation of the Masters. I've been on many years, probably 35 years now. That meditation don't change. The world changed, but the meditations don't change. And they said the one wears shoes, the pebbles in the road will not harm his feet. If one remains calm under any condition, the pebbles in life will not cause you pain. You know, a book by its counsel, I'm a book lover, a book by its counsel, I was, you know, like even Plato said, no one knows, but the death is the greatest of all human blessings. People are scared to go, everybody want to go to heaven, everybody's scared to die. So I've been reading books many years. Before I got in recovery, I was quoting Aristotle, you know, I educated my mind, you know, I was reading books. The art of reading. Through books you can start today, where the great thinkers, yesterday have left off. Books have immortalized man's knowledge. Thinkers dead 1,000 years, alive in the books, they first walked this earth. Ideals are the beginning of everything. Everything first existed as ideals in the minds of men. Bridges, skyscraper, cars, automobiles was a thought first. The air conditioner was built by a black man. This is Black History Month. The traffic stop was built by a black man. That was ideal, right? So it's come from your thinking. You are what you think about all day long. As a man thinking, so is he. And I learned today that, you know, through meditations that, see, it's not what you possess. You know, I used to think it was what I possessed. I had 2 cars. I wore a tie-made suit. Guy asked me yesterday, a fool asked me a question, why you don't have a car? See, I don't, you know, see, possessions pamper the mind, you know. Why have a car? See, it ain't about a car, you know, because nowadays people riding around their cars their cars are their coffins. People are dying in their car because they don't do no body action, you know. I walk, you know. So it's not what you possess. Who you are, the position you hold, or where you're located at that makes you happy or unhappy. It is what you think about. You are what you think about all day long. As a man thinketh, so is he. So if you think about, you know, what is obsession? It's a thought that blocks out all of the thoughts. I used to dream about money, wake up broke. If your happiness depends on money, you will never be happy with yourself. Happiness is not a result of wealth and luxury, but a spiritual understanding. You know, So my happiness comes, see, if your heart is right, your world is right. Happiness does not depend on the full pocketbook, but a mind full of rich thoughts and a heart full of emotions. So on the library downtown, I haven't been in a library many years back, but still, because I got a photographic memory. It says, he that loves a book will never need a faithful friend or a cheerful companion. You know, so it's about your richness of the mind. You know, meditation I've been on, and March 30th got a meditation, this meditation book, and it says, be calm, be true, be quiet. Do not get emotionally upset by anything that happens around you. Feel the goodness and purpose of the universe. Be true to the highest ideals. Do not let yourself slip back into old ways of reacting. Stick to your spiritual gun. Become always. Do not talk back. Defend yourself against accusation, whether false or true. Accept criticism as well as say praise. Only God can judge the real you. So I'm going to King Solomon. King Solomon said in Proverbs, to be wise is as good as better being rich. In fact, it is better. You can get anything by the wisdom of money, but being wise has many advantages. Make wisdom your possessions from youth to old age. I'm 63 years old. Walter says 77 years old. Make wisdom your possession from youth to old age, for it's more certain support than all other possessions. See, wisdom is better than weapons of war. People got bodyguards around them, still died. You know, it's 12 years ago. They said the news guy said, watch out for the mosquito. Mosquitoes were killing people, you know. So what is fear? Fear is the curse of the world. Fear is everywhere. Fear is a dark road with developed negatives. They said last week, right? Don't go outside. It's bad. There's a storm coming. See, but like in the art of war, they said, somebody capitalized on war, So I read a lot of books. Secrets of Mental Magic, I know illusion when I see it because I was like a magician. I deal with smoke screens, mirrors, traps, facades, images, and illusions. Me trying to be slick made me sick, trying to be smooth and cool made me a fool. I used to walk around nighttime with dark sunglasses. I don't think I was too cool for umbrellas. I thought I was too cool for umbrellas, So I come in here and it's cool to be a square. Weather the world like a loose garment. The company you keep will determine the trouble you meet. The strongest man, he stands alone. So I'm by myself. I don't follow the crowd because people are changing words nowadays. They don't want you. Guys asked me yesterday, why don't I have a sports mask on? See, the sports goes on strike. God don't go on strike. See, they said, why you keep wearing that? Because I wear God, trust in God. I don't trust in man. See, the world full of trickery. Legalized marijuana. I believe in Santa Claus. I found there's no Santa Claus. So I can't follow man. I got to follow God because God commands the sun, whether you like it or not. And what you think of yourself, Big Wall, what you think of yourself is much more important when others think about you. When you care about people's approval, you become their prisoner. So I'm not on planet Earth to be liked. I'm my own best friend, I don't seek the applause of the world. Because see, if I'm seeking the applause of the world, I'm going the wrong way. Sometimes, you got to go the opposite of the crowd. That's why I stopped boycotting the water air show. I used to go to the water air show, but I had to take a look at it. I said, I was holding a gun 10 years old, getting at 4 o'clock in the morning. Why am I over here worshiping planes that take people's lives? I can't go sit up in that madness. I had to retreat from that. So I studied a lot of religions. Bhagavad Gita, one is not disturbed in spite of misery. One is like lazy happiness, frequent attachment to fear and anger. Socrates, like I said, he talks about one must worry about his clothes, hair, and his looks, and nurture more his mind and spirit with great thoughts contained in books. I got 2 haircuts in one day. Me was about shoe shines, car washes, and haircuts. But I had to go inside. The inner self is the true self. When you're truly one with God, every act will be wise and true. You don't need to have to prove yourself in the eyes of others. So, I got to live 2 lives in one lifetime, It's cool to be a square. I'm sitting here with these 2 guys because nobody's, like this guy's told me, he said, nobody want to go to work nowadays. Nobody want to go to work today, Walt. A lazy man stays in the bed like hinges on the door saying he can't go to work because he might meet a line on the road. So they used to say biblical times, I'm not going to work. It's a line. I might see a line on the road. Now they say don't go to work because COVID is on the scene,
You don't want to shovel snow.
Yeah, to shovel snow. And, like I said, 3.2 million people die from drinking alcohol. That's essential. They're never going. There's a lot of there's a lot of liquor stores in the black communities. And cigarettes kills 8 million people die from cigarettes. My mother loves cigarettes. That's a compulsion doing something against your will. So a man is rich in proportion to things he can afford to leave alone. I don't play scratch off lottery. I don't play lottery numbers. I don't gamble. I used to cut class, shoot dice, drink shake and bake, white broken Kool-Aid. Yeah. So So we talking about we people protesting, but see, blacks hate blacks, man. There's a lot of envy. I mean, I remember I had these cars, and I thought these guys my friends, right? I had these cars, my sister, she told me at Finger High School picnic, she said, my brother had 2 cars and he wouldn't let me drive one of them because I had the gangster white road tires on $500 tires, which in the 70s a lot of money. I didn't want no snow get my tires, and I was, so I had these cars. I was going to midnight ramble, roller skating, and I had some guys I thought were my friends. But every time I look at the back of my seat, somebody would put cigarettes burns in my seat. So I'm dealing with people will envy you, will smile in your face, and still hate your guts. So that's why, I don't, I'm my own best friend. I don't need to be in the crowd. I stay. What do you do to avoid thrown in bad company? Because you're going to be thrown in bad company, whether you're in Beverly Hills or whether you're in Chicago. What do you do what are you doing? You're avoiding thrown in bad company. Hold your tongue, use your legs. Say nothing, walk away. So, ain't nothing worth losing peace of mind over, So, I have prayers I use. I pray to be calm and let nothing upset me. I ain't got to let it upset me. Wars in countries, these face masks, that don't upset me because I wore, as long as I got a God mask, I'll go to my grave with a God mask. I trust in God. God can be a shield, no problem the world can harm you. So Mike Scott, Chicago, cool to be at Square. I'm out here enjoying life today.